The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check.
Here's Carson. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Greg. I'm going to come back to you. Switch. 8. Check 4. Express.
Newton on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion.
Let's see. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wilson now to throw again. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robin. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. A solid stiff arm. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to throw, Newton. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. There he goes, left side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Escaping the pressure. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Showing it.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
That's the way. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing again. Newton. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
20.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slant. Check.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 29, Newton, Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got his target. That's more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Ready, 88. Check right 54. Right 54. I'm here all day. Ready?
Now Newton on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, let's go. Ready? Ready? Mike 54. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point try, good by Gano, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny. 3rd down here.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield to try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. To throw is Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cut. Let's go double count right here. Double 2.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Run it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Wilson to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Wilson. Throwing again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Mike, check 33. 33. Yeah, that's what I do. Good job right there.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, wide open. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it flop. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Throwing here, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Panthers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Set. 180. Good.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Newton to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. From the red zone now, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
You got time right there. Hey, switch gears. Undercrunch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive